All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be looking at two low cap cryptocurrencies that are both listed on Coinbase. So it's only going to be a quick one, uh, um, but they're two cryptocurrencies that I think, from a chart perspective, they haven't moved at all, really in the last sort of year. Whereas virtually 95, if not more, percent of cryptocurrencies have followed Bitcoin, if not outperformed Bitcoin, and these two just have not ran. These are two cryptocurrencies I like, and first one is CHRONO.TECH. In You'll see here that in 2021, so sort of previous bull market, it made an all-time high of $400, and it now sits at just $21.90 in that moment. I'm sure that'll probably change by the end of the video. Um, but also, what's interesting is in 2022, sort of in the bear market, it made a jump up to 150. Which I mean, from where we are now, you're looking at sort of like 7-8 x gain just to that. Um, but it hasn't really moved at all. Like if we look at the last year, it sort of like came up from this low and just hold this sort of $20 mark, and it's just sort of become like a stable coin along that. It hasn't really moved. You've had small moves. Like, to be fair, that is a 50% gain right there from where we are now. But um, in terms of what Bitcoin's done and what most other altcoins have done, this one really hasn't moved. Like I said, it's listed on Coinbase. Obviously, Coinbase is, you can see it there. Obviously, centralized exchange, but that means it's easily accessible for most people. And although it kind of goes against the beliefs of cryptocurrency, it's sort of an easy way for a lot of people to get into it. But in terms of price, the I do feel like the risk, well, the risk reward, I feel like the reward does outweigh the risk with this one, because I mean it's still sort of like not really done anything. The risk is, you can look at the chart, you can take what you want from that. There is obviously risk involved. Anything could always go to zero. But looking at this, for me, I think that the reward and the possibilities to the upside outweigh the risk to the downside. You can see, sort of institutional ratings. It's Another interesting thing about this one is 100%. So its max supply is in circulation, so they won't have any like um, tokens being put out into circulation, which would affect the value if demand doesn't remain the same. You see the market cap's just $15.5 million, which is absolutely nothing. The volume is quite low, and that's what it really needs. On both of these, the volume is low. It, if it can have a massive surge in volume, I no doubt that these two, well, this one and the next one that I'll show you, can certainly take off. But it needs that sort of burst of volume, and with that, I think it has really, really, really big potential. So it's certainly one that I consider having in sort of in your portfolio of. All right, then I'm going to be a little bit faster talking about the second one, but it's PARSIQ. It will be changing over to the React network at some stage, and that's starting to get a bit of attention. It's something that I'll probably go into more in another video. But from a chart perspective, if we sort of look at market cap, the all-time high for market cap is $280 million, and it now sits at just $31 million. So you're looking at almost a 10x if it were to break its highs in terms of market cap. And then if we look at price in the last year, we're in very much a bullish trend. Um, and it's performed well alongside Bitcoin. I mean, from the lows, you're looking at sort of, that sort of a bit under a 4x from those lows already, but there is big potential with this with this coin. Obviously, it's on Coinbase. I'll read what this says. PARSIQ describes itself as a next generation platform for monitoring and intelligence, offering analytics tools for blockchain technology across a plethora of industries. This enables users to track network activity in real time, unlock new use cases for their application, and create instant notifications. Smart triggers can be used to react to events of interest on multiple networks. PRQ's token contract was rolled out on Ethereum in 2019. So that's a little bit about it. I like it. I've liked it for a while, and I've sort of kept an eye on it for a while. Um, it's it's performed well, like I said, over the last year or so, with Bitcoin. Well, I say year or so, sort of the last 6 months. Sorry. Um, it's sort of moved with Bitcoin, which is good to see. It's seems like a healthy token. There's no sort of signs of like anything too sort of dodgy in the background going on. But yeah, obviously this is just like for you guys to keep in mind and maybe consider. Um, if it's something that you'd want to invest in, obviously do more research. And I'm not advising that you buy either, but it's something for you guys to think about. But thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and that's great. Thank you.